Thanks, you guys. Guys, we'll go ahead and call this April 15th Urbana Board of Trustees meeting to order. Guys, can you join me for Pledge of Allegiance, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. Roger, Matt, I think you guys have had a chance. He's got his printed minutes. Did you guys get a chance to look them over and review any financial reports? And if you did, do you guys have any additions or corrections to them?
No, sir, I do not.
No.
Roger?
No, I'm good.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes and the financial reports then.
So moved.
And I'll second them.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes and the financial reports. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All approve. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Miss Sandy? Thank you. Just do a couple quick reports about Richard. Richard's been mowing and did some more trash pickup. We also have been working on the sprayer, getting it ready. And not too far off from probably doing some roadside mowing. Sean, for the zoning report, we need to add, Roger, if you saw that. We need another item number 5 on the zoning,
Okay.
which will be the Board of Zoning Appeals met and they approved the conditional use for the new archery building out on South 68. So add item number 5. And then everything else that's listed you can read. And that's it for that. We'll go ahead and do the rental hall, the hall rental. We'll get a report about that, please, Mr. Matt.
Yeah, I just looked over the last, all the mods that we did in the past from 2 weeks ago, whatever, and only updated the deposit check will be refunded by trustee after facility found in good condition. So small modifications came out of that meeting from last 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I think I think we're ready to make a motion to proceed with this application and put it up on the website. In my opinion, it's ready to go. And that's pretty much from some of the mods that we brought up last week.
Gotcha.
It was pretty well covered. And I'd like to get a motion to get it going. I mean, we're getting almost in time to make it available for maybe June or July rentals.
May, well, even May,
Yeah, in May.
if there's a graduation or something.
It may be slow in the beginning because we haven't done it in a couple of years, but possibly once the word gets out,
Well, if it's on the website,
we
Aaron.
can pick up. Yeah, and I'll put a link to the website and a link to the form. And I'll double check, make sure it prints well.
And you have our names to call, which is important, and there's no calls to zoning, so that's important.
Yeah, sure. They won't be going to recording. You'll be
Okay.
one of us 3.
Well, Roger, Matt has made a motion to approve the hall rental agreement. Are you inclined to second that?
Yes, I second it.
Is there any other discussion about this?
No, I will work on the lock assembly sometime here in the very near future for one that I'm asking Mad River what they use on a daily or yearly and how robust and durable it's been for them. And then after that,
And like I said, if worse comes to worse, if one of us have to come out and unlock it, that 2 hours before that, till we get the lock
Yeah,
on, we will.
exactly.
We'll take
We
responsibility
can
for
do it
that too.
manually for Philly.
I don't want to make a copy of the key or anything else
Right.
like that. I just like to have.
It'll be a little learning curve for us anyway, so I'm fine with doing it manually for a while.
Any other discussion?
No.
Proceed to vote. All those in favor of accepting the new rental agreement as presented by Matt, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All approve. So if you want to get that up,
Yeah, I'll put on it. This
just go ahead.
Very good.
Okay, move on to old business. Anybody? Roger, you got any old business?
No.
Matt?
Oh, old business. I will meet with, I don't know if it's old or maybe new, but I'm gonna meet with Sean tomorrow to help him with the cemetery, website information. We have set up a meeting to, hook up tomorrow at 11,
Okay, great.
and hopefully we can get some, moving on the cemetery software.
Good.
Sandy, do you have any old business?
No.
Move on to new business then, guys. Roger, how about you? Any new business?
No, I have none.
Mr. Matt?
No, sir.
Miss Sandy?
Yes.
The only thing that I think we need to just bring up again, and especially if it's on tape, is just to let people know again that in May, we're only having our one single meeting for May, and that's going to be May 13th at 5 o'clock. So make sure.
I notified the newspaper that we would, put it in the calendar that we would just
Okay.
be having one.
Okay.
I think you put it on the meeting notes, as well.
Well-
Didn't you see 'em?
It should be now, and you'll put it, and you're going to put it on the website also.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
I can
that would.
modify the website.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I change it every time. There's a banner at
Yeah,
the
you
top.
do that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll change it.
So if one of you guys would change the banner, then that'd be great too. So, the only other thing I can bring up on new business, and it's not new business either. It's, in the process of still talking to Vanecrest, they finally got a hold of me. So they're in the process of trying to set a meeting up. So I have no dates, no times. Shane, the CEO finally contacted me and said, hey, we'd like to get together with you. So I emailed him right back and says, shoot me time. So I don't think it's going to be, I asked if they would come here, and he didn't think that was going to be possible that late in the evening. Like 5 o'clock is late, but they said that, so it might be just me going out or whatever. I'm just telling you they were in contact with me.
Okay.
So, anybody else got anything? Sandy, nothing else?
Yes.
Okay, guys. We'll open up for comments here then. And before we do that, I wanted to answer a couple questions that Dan brought up last meeting. I promised I would have this.
Oh, before that, Mayor,
Okay, go ahead,
I
please.
didn't know if you had any more updates on County Line and, Little Urbana.
It's seeded,
Okay.
and they're still waiting to do the culvert.
Oh, okay.
And then the other thing is that George Prosser asked that the grass be established before they tear down the temporary fence and put in the permanent fence. I said, that's up to him to contact the fence people. We've already paid for the temporary fence. So if the company's all right waiting another few weeks to put up the permanent fence, that's up to them.
I see.
But George has okayed the project, so he's
Okay.
happy with that.
That's great.
Steve's approved also, so we're good on that. Thank you for asking about that.
Yeah,
I actually had that written down and went right
I
over
figured
it.
you did. I didn't know. I wanted to know. I didn't hear the ring.
Yep. Thank you for asking. Dean, you had a couple questions last time. One was the no smoking policy. I checked with legal about that. Our no smoking policy is no smoking in the public areas or bathrooms. And as far as smoking in vehicles or when someone's by themselves, as long as they ask permission to smoke, then we have no problem with that. So that's been the policy.
And
So-
legal also refer to the Ohio Revised Code regarding the smoking policy in governmental buildings and property.
I talked to legal, so if you got something, Dan, please contact legal about that, because we're okay with the way things are as far as what, Jane said to us. So I'm relying on her expertise. So
Have you been asked permission to smoke in vehicles?
I've absolutely been asked permission. Richard always asked us if he smoked. Has he asked you?
Right, yeah, it's me, we snowplowed a couple times. And at least I went with him once, at least. I understand.
Has he asked you?
I haven't been with him when he smoked in the past year.
Yeah. So anyway,
Then permission is granted in the adjoining building?
it's not a public area, it's a private area. So yeah, it's legal. Yeah. And as far as any inflatables there, that's not an issue. I mean, right now we have 2 gas heaters in there that run by pilot light. We also run a Canipco heater sometimes that's run by pilot. So if it's going to go, I mean, it's no different than.
But those items are contained within their apparatus.
There is still open pilot on all those. The Canipco heater absolutely has an open pilot.
But they don't roam the building.
No, they don't roam the building. But again, Richard don't roam the building when he smokes either. He doesn't. And again, Dan, I'm just telling you. So the other one was about the scrapping, and the scrapping, as long as it's something that we've given him permission to get rid of or to take, it's up to him what he does with it. So as long as he says, they talked about, don't make sure, be careful of the value, but if it's something that's, under $100, if they want to do something with it, that's up to, if we give permission for him to get rid of it, he can get rid of it however he wants to get rid of it. I made a mention to Richard about, what was said. He said he denied, on all of that. So, and he said,
He denied those things in the city of Urbana also.
well,
But nonetheless, so are you saying then that he's permitted to profit from it?
he's allowed to do whatever he wants to with the scrap that we tell him to get rid of. If you give somebody something, it's not up to you to tell them how they use that. I brought this up, and that was repeated right back to me. If we give him permission to get rid of scrap, he can get rid of it however he wants to get rid of it. If he wants to sell, if he profits by if he wants to haul it and sell it, we've given him permission to get rid of it. We talked about this, and Richie said, from now on, I'm just going to throw it in the dumpster. He said, for what it's worth. I said, that's up to you. But I said, we're telling you, if we give it to you, however you want to get rid of it, you get rid of it.
You say if we give it to you, so are you saying that it has been given to him?
When we picked up a rim, I said, Richard, do you want that? I said, throw it in the dumpster, or if you want to take it, do whatever you want to with it. So that's giving him permission, yes.
By one person?
We're talking about something that was picked up on the road. So anyway, it's legal what we're doing. So as long as it's not.
So it was never brought up to all the trustees?
We
in
just,
advance?
it's just always been that way. I mean,
It doesn't matter if it's always been that way. Just because it's always been that way doesn't mean it's right.
there's nothing. We're allowed to give trash away if we want to give trash away.
But was there a motion to do so? Or
We
a
did-
resolution?
We didn't need a motion to give that away.
Then why not?
Again, Dan, you've got the number for legal in there, call.
It's not my opportunity, or my
Yeah.
obligation to call.
Well,
I'm asking you because you're the one who gave the permission individually and solely.
I think everybody that's been in this position before me has done the same thing.
Again, that just doesn't mean it's right because everyone else has previously done it.
Again,
People have previously robbed banks. That doesn't make it right, Larry.
okay, Dan, now you're getting ridiculous. So anyway, I'm opening up to the rest of your comments.
I don't have any other comments.
Okay.
It's just bizarre, the approach that you've taken, and I believe it to be illegal. And
Well, then please bring it up to somebody and let's go with it, please.
Okay,
Because again, let's quit talking about, bring it up and let's see who's right.
okay. I'm definitely willing to do that.
Okay, well then, we're good. Anything else?
Yeah, several meetings back, you've mentioned this twice now, in public meetings. And firstly, you said that you decided to run for trustee because of your neighbor.
Oh,
Because of what?
my neighbor.
His neighbor across the road. And then subsequent to that, you made two statements that said, well, I've just decided to wait till he dies.
I can say whatever I want to say.
But I mean, isn't that what you said?
I ran for trustee because I wanted to be a trustee, number one, not because of anything other than that. So that's why I ran.
Well, that's not what you previously said, but nonetheless.
Okay, well then but I'm
But
telling
then what's appropriate about the statements you making about your neighbor dying?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Dan. I truly don't.
There's nothing in the record about
Yeah, so-
making a statement like
I
that.
assure you there is. And Blair said that he decided that it was best to just wait for your neighbor across the road to die rather than pursue any action over that.
I have not heard that. I don't know where you got that, but
Okay,
I do not have anything about his neighbor dying.
and I do have.
Okay.
Well, and again, I can wait. And I take it we're talking about, Mr. Miller.
Exactly.
I am, Mr. Miller is my neighbor, and we've all come to an agreement as neighbors, is that we're going to leave Marcus alone. He doesn't bother us. So we don't have to worry about anything with Marcus.
And your follow-up statement was that we'll just leave things go till he dies.
And we are not going to bother Marcus, Dan. So what is
Well, I hope
wrong?
not.
Do what?
I said, I hope not.
Well, we're not bothering Marcus. We haven't done anything to Marcus.
Exactly.
Again, yeah, I don't even know where this is going. So, anything else?
I have nothing else at this moment.
Again, Dan, bring anything you want.
Will do.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and, guys, if you want to, we'll take a motion to pay bills and distribute checks.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded to go ahead and pay bills and checks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All approve. Again, one more time, next meeting is May 13th at 5. Guys, anything else? I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll move we adjourn.
Adjourned.
Go ahead. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Look at the Sandy.